When you reach the age of 70, money is no longer just a matter of convenience. It becomes the foundation of your safety and independence. Yet many older people unintentionally share their financial information too easily, simply out of trust, or because they see it as something ordinary. They talk about their savings, their monthly pension, or even the contents of their will, without realizing that every such word can quietly open the door to hidden risks. The truth is, when others know too much about your financial situation, the way they see and treat you begins to change. Some may feel envy, some may show pity, and others may start thinking about how to benefit from that openness. A single sentence that seems harmless can lead to unwanted relationships and unavoidable pressure. Keeping financial matters private does not mean you become suspicious or withdrawn. It is a sign of wisdom. You can simply smile and say, "I'm doing fine. Thank you." You owe no one an explanation for the results of a lifetime of hard work. More importantly, by not talking too much about money, you protect your peace of mind. You avoid unnecessary comparisons, worries, and insecurities. Financial privacy is the invisible barrier that helps you preserve your dignity, freedom, and control over your own life. After the age of 70, health becomes a deeply personal part of life, not only because it is more fragile, but because it directly affects how others perceive you. Yet many older people unknowingly talk too much about illnesses, medications, or physical limitations, without realizing that, with each disclosure, their image in the eyes of others gradually changes. When you frequently speak about pain and illness, people begin to remember you not for your experience or wisdom, but for medical diagnoses. Over time, they no longer see you as a strong person who has weathered a lifetime of challenges, but only as someone weak and dependent. This can lead to unnecessary pity, or even control disguised under the name of care. Your health is your own story. It is a combination of battles survived, silent periods of recovery, and victories not everyone gets to see. Not everyone deserves to hear that story. When you share indiscriminately, you may unintentionally place your vulnerability in the hands of people who are not kind enough or mindful enough to protect it. This does not mean you should hide your health from doctors or truly trustworthy loved ones. But you do need to be selective. If someone is overly curious about the medication you take, test results, or your physical limits, you have every right to stop with a gentle sentence. "I'm managing everything well, thank you." Keeping health struggles private is also a way of protecting your own spirit. When every conversation revolves around illness, your mind is easily pulled into feelings of decline and exhaustion. But when you choose to speak less, you create space for calmness and self-respect. You are not a medical record. You are an entire lifetime. Health challenges are only one part of that journey, not the definition of who you are. Privacy is not avoidance. It is the preservation of dignity and inner strength forged over the years. When you pass the age of 70, every word you speak no longer feels like a simple personal confession, but carries the weight of a lifetime of experience. For this reason, stories about family conflicts, personal disagreements, or private relationships need to be guarded more carefully than ever. Many older people share these things not to cause harm, but simply because they feel lonely or need a place to unburden their hearts. Yet, such openness can sometimes leave lasting consequences. When you talk about your children's mistakes, your grandchildren's behavior, or family arguments, listeners gradually form opinions, and those opinions are very hard to change. A single sentence spoken in sadness can follow your loved ones for years, affecting how they are seen and treated. What makes this more serious is that at this age, your words are often viewed as credible and authoritative, so their impact is even greater. Keeping family matters private is not about covering up or denying the truth. It is a way of expressing love and protection. You may feel dissatisfied or even hurt, but taking private matters outside only deepens the cracks. Moreover, sharing too much can make you appear unwise or cause others to become cautious, fearing that one day they might become the subject of your stories. Not only family relationships, but personal, emotional, and romantic life in old age also deserves respect. When you share too many details, others may feel entitled to interfere, judge, or direct your choices. Discretion, on the other hand, helps those relationships remain peaceful and sacred. If you truly need to be heard, choose the right person: a trusted confidant, a spiritual advisor, or a professional who knows how to keep confidentiality. Silence at the right moment is not emotional repression. It is a sign of wisdom. When you speak less about private matters, you do not lose your voice. You use it to preserve harmony, honor, and peace for yourself and those you love. As people move beyond the age of 70, life is no longer measured only by years, but by memories, choices, and the things left undone. Anyone who lives long enough carries regrets and emotional wounds within. Yet not every pain needs to be spoken, and not everyone deserves to hear your deepest stories. Many older people share their sorrows too widely, hoping to find understanding or relief. But when those stories are told in the wrong places, they are easily misunderstood, pitied, or worse, used as labels to define who you are. Gradually, you are no longer seen as a seasoned individual, but remembered only for a painful chapter of your life. Regrets, mistakes, and broken relationships are not proof of weakness. They are lessons, the source of maturity and compassion. When you repeat those pains to anyone willing to listen, you unintentionally trap yourself in the past, allowing old memories to occupy the space meant for the present. Today's joy quietly slips away. Deep healing rarely comes from exposing pain before a crowd. It often appears in moments of silence, in reflection, prayer, or in private conversations with someone who truly understands and does not judge. Keeping certain things to yourself is not avoidance. It is respect for your own life story. When you protect your emotional wounds from the world's curiosity, you retain control over your emotions and life energy. You are not defined by what you lost, what went wrong, or what remained unfinished. You are defined by how you carry those memories, with gentleness, calmness, and dignity. At this stage of life, silence can sometimes be strength. It allows you to live fully in the present, preserve inner peace, and move forward with the serenity you truly deserve.